back to XJ Jeep Adventures. Today is September 29th. It's a Sunday. We're in Peoples Forest. It's local to us. It's in Barkhamsted, Connecticut. It is a very heavily traffic trails, so there's people walking through, and it seems very busy. It's been a while since we came out here. So we just did lunch. We went for a little hike. The dogs are tired, so they're in the back taking a nap. But today I wanted to review the XJ again and just kind of go over everything that I've done and upgraded the Jeep since our last review video. Basically just covering things we use for everyday use and when we're out on the trails. So under the engine compartment, pretty much stock. Over here I have air intake from Air-Raid, and it works well. Also, I've installed auxiliary fans here, and there's one here. So the auxiliary fans are mostly for the trail when we're driving at slow speeds. It's hot out, and the heat just doesn't dissipate out of this engine compartment. So I turn them on from inside. I actually have it hooked up to a remote, and I turn them on and it pulls the heat through and it keeps the temperature down a little bit. Other than that, again, we did fight a check engine light for about a year on this thing, chasing it down, replacing sensors, replacing the coil pack, replacing the injectors, the plugs. So we just pulled out the parts cannon and just started throwing stuff at it, and it ended up being a bad crank position sensor, so we replaced that. But under here it's pretty much stock, nothing. So in the front of the Jeep, I installed a hitch receiver so I could put in the winch and remove it and put it on. It just slides in and it locks in. I have a locking hook to it so it won't get stolen. So in the front we got that, and it's connected down here. Under here you can see how it's set up. The receiver right there bolts on, and it's not going anywhere. I also have the cable on this side, and I just have it out of the way, and if I ever need it, I can hook it right up. I haven't needed it. I did test it. It does work, but lucky we haven't needed it in any of the situations we've been in. So other than that, in the front, it's pretty much stock. I did add the fog lights a while ago. The headlights are LED, but that was in my previous video as well. So other than that, front end is stock. So we'll go over to the side. So on the side here, you'll notice that Ava's driving. She drove us out here, so she's having a good time. Like I said, she's tired. But on the side here, I did this. I talked about these in a different video, and I have these magnets that I put on here. Basically what it is I bought a roll of magnet. Comes in white. It's probably about 2 feet, and I just cut it out to fit the fenders, the doors, and the quarter. So pretty much everywhere, like bushes drag down the side. They come right off, and I did this in another video, show you how they're put back on, and they just kind of stick back on. So they're magnetic. The wheels, tires are the same. So the wheels and tires are the same as my last review video. These are BF Goodrich mud terrain tires on American Racing wheels, 31 by 15. They're very aggressive. They're very loud on the highway. They're not wearing very well either. They're a little choppy now from just driving them, a lot of miles. I keep them a little underinflated, so it's a little bit more comfortable. But I am looking for a different tire, something that's a little more comfortable on the road, but still capable enough off-road. Any suggestions on tires? Somebody that knows about tires, I do have to look into that a little bit more. And then, we'll go down over here. So on the roof, I added this Amazon special roof rack. It works okay. for what we need it. I do want to get the bigger roof rack that kind of sits on top of the roof and goes across. But on here, I have the traction boards. I also have a shovel mounted to it. It works fine. It's good enough for now. The glass visors, the door visors here, the rain guards, no big deal, still working okay. Then when we go down here to the rock sliders, these are the Rock Hard rock sliders. They've been fine. I haven't really had to scrape against any rocks or anything like that, so they've been okay. But if you come around the back, so on the back here, I have a rigged tire carrier. It's a swing out, has a table to it, and I picked up this for trash and things like that on the trail when we're out here, the dog poop, things like that, that smell, and you don't want them inside the car. And it's pretty big. It's got a lot of room in there. We've used it a couple times when we were in Maine. So the swing arm is very easy to use. You hit the switch there, and then there's a pin in the back of there to secure it, and then it just swings out. So it swings out enough to be able to get into the tailgate, because the tailgate swings up, and it gives you a little extra working space. So now the table here, it's very convenient, drops down, put the grill on there and everything, and then you have this sliding table here. So it gives you a little bit extra workspace. I did a video of the installation of this. I like it. I've used it a lot, just going off-roading for lunches and things like that. So it's actually worked very well. The store's out of the way, no problem at all. In the back, so the gate opens up, it clears the door. Even if it was pulled out a little bit more, it'd still be able to clear the doors. So I like it for that feature there. In the back here, I have pretty much the essentials. I keep a portable, like, changing room, bathroom, stuff like that if we're out in the middle of nowhere. I'll make a separate video at some point about what I load up in here, but there's some tools, there's straps, and in here I have my cooking stuff, which I did another video with that, and I got all the cooking supplies in here. Not anything crazy, but it's nice to do out on the trail, to have a lunch and not have to worry about anything. We bring a cooler, we bring some stuff with us. So everything stores pretty well back here. It is tight in here if you're carrying a lot of stuff, but gate closes easy. Swing arm. And then it's secured in place. So that's pretty much it on the Jeep that I've done to go off-roading and things like that. So that's pretty much it. Basically, little protection here, storage, things like that. Rough country lift still the same lift as my last review video. Goes good, drives down the road well. Finally got the check engine light fixed that we were dealing with for almost like 8 months. It ended up being a crank position sensor. I put in an AutoZone 1 and replaced that with another AutoZone 1, and it seemed like AutoZone 1s were no good. So we ended up getting a Delphi one, replaced it, and it's been running great ever since. So just use the best parts. That's all I can say. If you're doing stuff, these cars, I don't know. This one didn't like aftermarket stuff, like cheap stuff from AutoZone, but it runs well, no problems. But tires, I got to get different tires, absolutely, and I do want to get a different roof rack, something low profile. This one sits up kind of high. Not really a fan of it, but other than that, not much else. The dogs, we've got a little area here for the dogs in here. They got it going on in here. That way they can just sit back there and be comfortable in the car. This is Maverick. I'm sure you guys saw him on our last video. This is our new puppy. He just turned a year. Say hi. Say hi. All right, so from XJ Jeep Adventures and the pups, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. check out our channel and our other Jeep adventures.